Alright, so this is my boiler system here, okay? Alright, my furnace. Alright, this is the main circulating pump, okay? And it was making a grinding noise, so I'm concerned that the impeller may be bad or the pump may be going bad. Alright, my pressure gauge, okay. Alright, my control box on off switch, relief valve, okay. Here's my water inlet, okay. Isolation for it. You can see that valve needs to be replaced. Probably these valves probably need to be replaced with just ball valves instead of these regular gate valves. Alright, so what I'm seeing, and then this is for the this circulating pump is for the family room, okay, which used to be an office. So as I look at this, I can see where they just kind of spliced this in. So my thing is, if I'm going to replace this pump down here, trying to be proactive, I've been watching videos on how do I get the air that I introduce to the system. So there's the drain down there, okay, and everything I've seen is that you basically hook a hose up to that drain, and then isolate the loop, but there are no isolation valves for these loops, okay. So I've arrowed out some of the pumps, the direction of the pump, and you can see this one is just, when they made that, they just spliced it in, they teed it in. So my water comes into the system here, alright, and then does this loop-de-loop up, comes into the system here, but this is on the leg. This leg is the feed line for the family room. This line is the feed line for the house. So they, I guess originally, the hot water comes out of the boiler, comes here, and then I guess it was an elbow here at a time. Alright, so what I'm believing is in this space right here, it's right here that I need to have a isolation valve, if you would. If I was able to close a valve here, if I was able to block this, then street water, and then I opened up my drain, then water coming into the system would start to push air through the house, and then wouldn't be a bad idea to have isolation here somewhere so that I could isolate that part of it. So I mean that, so that if I had street water coming here, I could, I'd probably even want to be able to isolate this, it's confusing to me. So anyway, this is the mess that I have. Alright, so I got to think about this some more, and try to make it. Heck, we've been living here for 30 years, just about 25 years or whatever. And it's been working. So that pump has been awesome. But now I gotta change it, and I'm thinking I may just change the cartridge. Seeing how that's a bronze casing, and I don't know if they have to you know, if there's an exact match or something. So anyway, we'll find out. All right. So here we go. Furnace is running. There's the new pump put in. All right, I got a new valve there. Okay. New supply valve. I reran the lines, so now I come up this way and then come across, and then there's, oops. Okay, so there's my reducing valve, 12 psi on this side, and then house pressure on the other side. Okay, I have a isolation valve here, and then I got my tank hanging correctly. All right, and then so now one of the things that I read, well, I didn't use these those gaskets on the pump. It had some O-ring gaskets. I used that. Something that I saw on YouTube is that I really don't need these you know, air scrubbers here. And I mean, there's those things that are at every register in every room. I got another valve I put into so now I can close these valves, and then that's the return, or the supply rather. That's the supply for the family room that runs off of this pump. And again, this pump then brings the water in and then runs it down. I got my drain valve, and then I installed this valve. So now anyway, I can close that valve, and then you know, close this valve and leave this valve open, and then I'll be running supply water through that loop, and I guess according to what I've read and listened to, then that will remove the air from the system. So anyway, no leaks, whether it works or not. Oh, I'm lying. There's a leak. God bless America. All right, I got a leak right there. Oh, she's a beauty too. All right, but at least that's, I don't know if you can hear that. It's letting a lot of air. So that's going to be a pain in the ass. All right, but I can isolate that. All right. All right. Well, one leak, huh? Could be worse. It ain't over yet, though, I guess. So, all right, and then this is, you know, we've talked about this, about what the pump is running at. Oh, that's clear. There it's at like 20. Oh no, that's like 12 or something, so that ain't bad. And then the furnace usually cuts off like 180. So, alright. It's always something. Like Rosanna Dana said, it's always some part of this, I guess. Alright, I had repaired that leak. So thankfully I had put in this valve, and then I just removed the tank, let the water drain out, and then isolated it over there on that other valve. Well, actually the valve is down, down lower. So I got that, but I'm still, I had to get air out of the boiler using the using this the pop-off valve, right? And we got a lot of air out of that, and then I'm still, let's see if I can show you this here. So I'm still chasing air. Alright. This one's always kind of leaked. And then this one, I guess it's been doing better. So I'm still chasing air. But no leaks, and new pumps running. So I don't know, adding these valves in here, maybe I should, try to do it again. But for right now, everything's working. House is warm, and this expansion tank is hanging right now anyway. All right, Merry Christmas.